How's it going, YouTube? This is Manny from Manny Fresh Bets, bringing you my picks for Week 2 of the NFL. This video is for the against the spread picks. I also have teasers here, so I thought I would just create the video together. If you guys have questions on how to do teasers, I'm gonna put in the teaser video that I made earlier this year, so you guys can have that as a reference. So I did a 15 leg parlay, teasing 6 points. So for the first game that's going on tonight, I did the LA Chargers at plus 8.5. I think that game is going to be close. I do think Kansas City is going to pull out the win, but I don't see them winning by more than 9. So I took that LA Chargers plus 8.5. Again, if they lose by 9 or more, you can always choose the other picks in this sheet. Then I did the Washington Commanders plus 5. I think they're plus 1.5 right now. I think that's going to be a close game. I think Detroit might pull off the win, but I can also see the Commanders winning. So that'll give you that plus 5. Then I took a risk with the Jets. I put them at plus 10.5. Cleveland is the better team. As I mentioned on the straight picks video, I can definitely see the Jets winning this game outright. I mean, they can upset the Browns. The Browns have the Steelers next. They might be looking ahead to that game and not even paying attention to the Jets. So I can see the Jets keeping this one close. Again, if you don't like that game, you can probably just take it out the sheet. But I took a risk with the Jets at plus 10.5. Then I took the Buccaneers at plus 2.5. Again, another game that I think is going to be close. New Orleans can actually win that game as well. They've had Brady's number recently. But I took them at plus 2.5. I can see that game being a one point game or 2-point game. So that'll cover you for that plus 2.5. Then I took the Giants plus 5. The Giants are favored in that game. Another game this week 2 is full of games that could be very, very close. I think this is another one. Last time these two teams played, I believe the Giants won. I think it was like 20-3 or 23-3. I don't see that happening here. I think it's going to be close. Either team can win that game. Then I took the Patriots. I took a shot here. I think the Patriots are favored in this game as well. Pittsburgh doesn't have Watt. Najee Harris is banged up. The Patriots didn't look good at all. But I don't see Pittsburgh, blowing these guys out. I think, Belichick is going to have them ready to go. It might be like a field goal game, so that'll cover you for that plus 4.5. Then I took the Colts at plus 1.5. They're actually favored, I believe, by like 4.5. Jacksonville, for some reason, just gives the Colts fits. But I took them at plus 1.5. Even if they lose, I don't see them losing by more than 1. So that'll cover you for that 1.5. Then I took San Francisco. This one worries me a little bit because Trey Lance looks so bad. But I think it was just the weather conditions. So I took San Francisco to win by at least 2. Then I took the Bengals at plus 8.5. Obviously, this was done early. The Bengals are right now favored by, I think, by like 7.5 or 8. I took this early when it was the Dallas Cowboys that were favored. So I bet this back in August, end of August. So even if you do that 6 point teaser right now, the Bengals will be minus 2.5. So that means they'll need to win by a field goal. I can see that happening. I think that game is not going to be close, especially with Dak out. Then I took the Broncos to win by at least 5. I think the Broncos are going to step it up. I see them winning by like by probably like a touchdown or 10 points. Then I took the Raiders plus 3.5 against the Arizona Cardinals. They're actually favored. So all they need to do is lose by a field goal or less so we can win that leg. Took the Packers at minus 3.5. Packers look ugly, but I think they're going to step it up this game. They usually beat up on the Bears, even right now with Lazard beat up and, the wide receivers not doing well, I think the Packers come back, win this game by probably 10, 12, even 2 touchdowns maybe. Then I got Tennessee. I got Tennessee to lose by 12.5 or 12 or less. For some reason, Tennessee just has their number. They've beaten Buffalo a few times when they've played. They don't get blown out by Buffalo. I think this game is going to be like a 7-point game, maybe even like a field goal game. So I took a shot with Tennessee at plus 12.5. And then I took the Eagles at plus 4. They're actually favored in this game, I believe, by 2. And Minnesota, I can see Minnesota winning, but I don't think they're going to win by more than 4. So I took that, bet $3 to win $378. Then I took another teaser. I'm probably going to leave this one for the over-under play. This one is a little bit riskier. So I took Kansas City at -3, the Commanders at -1 to beat the Detroit Lions. Again, a close game. I took the Ravens -4 to beat the Miami Dolphins. The Colts to win by 5 or more against Jacksonville. The Patriots to win by 2 or more against Pittsburgh. The Buccaneers to win by 5 or more. The Rams to win by at least 2 touchdowns. Then I took the very risky play. Another 3 riskier plays on this sheet are the 49ers -7.5, the Broncos -10.5, and the Green Bay Packers -8.5. I bet $1 to potentially win 643. Again, that's a very risky play. If you want to play it, fine. But I won't blame you if you kind of fade that one. Then I took one that's kind of safer. I took the Chargers at 10.5. The Commanders at plus 6.5. So this is a 7.5-point teaser. Tampa Bay Bucks to lose by 3 or less. Commanders to lose by 7 or 6 or less. Then I took the Patriots plus 6. Took the Colts plus 3. Took Miami plus 11.5. I don't think they're going to get blown out. I took the Rams -5.5, so they need to win by 6 or more. I took San Francisco just to outright win, so that's what the 0 is. I took Cincinnati plus 10. Obviously, we already kind of discussed that. I think this Cincinnati team is going to bounce back and beat Dallas by at least 10 or 14. That Dallas Cowboys team is in trouble right now with the injuries and everything. Then I took the Denver Broncos -3. So they need to win by 4 or more. The Packers to win by 2 or more. Then the Titans, again, I kind of taking a risk with the Titans. I don't think they're going to get blown out. I took them at plus 14.5, so they need to lose by, basically 2 touchdowns and a field goal for you to lose that bet. And then I took Minnesota plus 9.5. So for that one, I bet $5 to win $145. And then for the last one, I kind of did almost the same thing. 6-point teaser, kind of the same teams. Chargers plus 9, Commanders plus 5, Tampa Bay plus 2, Carolina Panthers plus 7. Again, I think that game is going to be close. Indianapolis Colts plus 1.5. The LA Rams to win by more than a touchdown. Then I have the 49ers to win by 2 or more. The Broncos to win by 5 or more. And then I got the Green Bay Packers to win by a field goal or more. And then Minnesota to lose by 9 or less for us to win that. So that one I bet $3 to win $63. And then kind of some things that I'm thinking here, just a last play for you guys. I'm going to risk it with the Browns to see if they can beat the Jets by a touchdown or more. Again, I already spoke about this game. This could be a very interesting game, a trap game for them. Then I'm going to take the Saints plus 2.5. I'm kind of feeling the Patriots to win by a field goal or more. I'm going to take the Colts minus 3.5. I'm actually going to take the Dolphins plus 3.5. I'm going to take the Seahawks plus 8.5. Very risky. Take the Bengals minus 7.5. I think the Broncos are gonna bounce back, and I think they're gonna blow out the Houston Texans at home. I think they could do it. Then for this game, this game is tricky. I think I'm gonna stay away from it, and I'm just gonna combine them with money line parlays. So I'm gonna take the Raiders just to outright win. Same thing with the Packers. Same thing with the Bills, and I think that's about it. I don't trust the Rams right now. I got to see a little more. The Falcons kept it close with the Saints, but Falcons being the Falcons. Sorry, Atlanta fans. They lost that game. They should have won that game. And then the rest of the games, I'm just gonna keep them like that. These games are very close, like I said before. So I'm gonna do that 11-leg parlay. I got the Browns winning by a touchdown or more. I got the Saints plus 2.5 against the Buccaneers. They always keep it close. I'm taking New England to win by a field goal or more. I got the Colts to win by 4 or more. I got the Dolphins to either outright win or lose by 3 or less. I got the Seahawks to keep it within 8.5 points. I have the Bengals minus 7.5 to win by 8 or more. I got the Broncos to win by 10 or more. Then I took the Raiders at the money line, Packers at the money line, and the Bills at the money line. And I'm going to bet $2 to potentially win 728. So that's going to do it there, guys, for my against the spread picks. I know I did a kind of a mix there at the end with the spread plus the money lines. Do what you feel. Do what you feel is best for you. But I kind of like adding those money line parlays with the spreads just to add kind of a little more payment or payout when I make my bets. I'm also going to post some additional picks on my Twitter at MannyFreshBets, so definitely follow. Again, good luck on your bets, college and NFL. Hopefully we make some money, and we will talk soon. I really appreciate it, everyone. Remember to subscribe, comment, share. I really appreciate all the comments that I'm getting and all the hits that I'm getting on Twitter. I actually have another parlay video that I'm gonna make, an extra one, and I'm gonna use one of my friends on Twitter, Chris Folks Bet. He gave me a good idea on some scoring things for DraftKings. So shout out to Chris Folks Bet. I'm gonna do one of your parlays here. So take care, guys. Enjoy the video, and hopefully we make some money together. Thank you.